last night saying that this was going to be the link.
Yeah.
So
basically,
this is going to be a more intimate session, I guess.
Nobody knows that this is happening right now.
So any questions you guys have, just send them our way. Even if it's the most ridiculous question, we'll
most likely answer it since
Yeah.
there's not that many people on this time.
yeah, if you want to know about us, if you want to know about a specific situation that only pertains to you,
No, I'm not vegetarian.
Yeah. Well, here, put the questions on this side.
yeah.
I think. Is it the
No,
same
no,
side?
no, you're looking at no, this side.
Yeah.
No, for them it's going to be on. Okay, well, no, they don't see that part.
Oh.
That.
No, this is we see
side.
this part.
This side.
Okay, it's somewhere here.
Yeah,
Like
it's
around-
somewhere within these boxes.
Yeah. You'll find it.
Yeah. So.
Somebody has a question. Who's that?
Well, no, there's live videos too.
Oh.
I don't know if our live video works this time. That's the shitty part.
You know, I feel like this live stream thing is very faulty
Yeah. Well.
every time.
Well, that's what we get for using someone else's platform that has advertisements too. Okay, so should we just try it?
Yeah.
Okay, Dave C. I'm about to click on your name.
God, you better have a cock out of him.
Please.
That'd be so. Yeah, that'd be so
I'm
hilarious.
sorry,
The one
now,
time.
now that I said that, people are gonna have cocks out.
No,
That's
no,
okay,
don't.
No,
That would-
we were talking to someone about your penis.
Snapshot it.
Okay.
You hear me?
Jesse. Oh.
Yeah, perfectly.
Hey, what's up,
You hear
man?
me? Okay. Hey,
Yeah.
so here's my question for you guys. How often do you have sex per week?
How often do we have sex per week? Okay, cool. Yeah, that worked out perfectly.
Yeah.
All right, thanks, man. So how often do we have sex per week? You know, the more we work now, the less and less it gets. But if I had to put a number on it,
I think he's asking you like if you had the power of not working and you had like unlimited time, how much could you possibly have sex in a week? What's your refractory period?
also, are we talking about with the same girl or not?
I don't know.
Okay,
I'll answer both.
Okay, so if you're counting with the same girl, let's say we just go out only, okay, for a month straight. The next month, we could probably have sex. I would not be surprised if it was every day.
Why is that? Why are you like?
No, I'm just saying, like,
shocked by that?
if we went for like a whole month straight and then just had the next month as, hey, let's try to get laid, that'd be.
Is that his question?
Well, here, how
Let's see here, let me put it
about
this
what
way.
about right now? What about right now? Right now, I'm probably 1-2 days a week.
Yes.
This is
Kong
like-
Kong
this is
ejaculates.
like 3, right? 3 a week.
Yeah, right now about.
Yeah.
Okay.
On our prime though, I think we all had about anywhere from 4 to 7 days. 7 being a good day, a good week. 4 being
But
a
now
bad
it's
week.
just too much work.
Yeah.
It's like, sorry, you have to deny this vagina.
Okay. Jay Nguyen.
Nguyen?
I like how I pronounced that wrong, even
This is
though
your
that's my
people.
mom's last name. I'm about to click on your name. So, hey, what's up, dude? You look exactly like our intern. Oh, there we go.
No audio.
Click this right here.
Why? No, your mic's not working. See, how come it worked the first time, but it didn't work the second time? I think.
Sorry, man.
I think they don't have a mic.
Oh, look, he lives in a dorm. You can see his bunk bed.
Wait, actually, if you have a webcam, don't you automatically have to have a mic with it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure vocal just sucks balls. So.
Hey,
Text your question. Text your
try
question.
mouthing. We might be able to read your lips.
No, we're not. Hey, just just type it into the chat. Nice.
Okay, his question is, okay, got.
Okay. So how about college gam?
Got.
Okay, so college game.
So how about it, man?
Yeah. So how about it? It's good. It's good. All right. Next question. No. College game. We actually did a whole Did we release that yet?
No.
No? Okay, so we did a whole podcast on college game, actually. It's really good. And we go really, really in-depth on what the things you can do. So that'll probably come out in the next, 2-3 weeks. But, I mean, just to give an overview. You want to answer this?
Yeah. Just a quick overview. When it comes to college game, you basically when you're walking around campus, it's extremely easy. Meeting girls. When it's your first day of class, hit on the hottest girl in class. Don't be a pussy about it.
Something Jason used to do a lot, which he taught me, was to hit on girls directly in the classroom. And you might be thinking, that's kind of risky because I'm going to see them again. But it's a very simple solution to this. If she rejects you, you just move on to the next girl. It's easy.
Pretty much. Honestly, we're going to go so in-depth on this in the podcast. I don't even want to butcher it right now.
Yeah.
So yeah, just look out for it in the next week or so.
But honestly, the main thing is when you go to college, there's so many people there that if you just walk around and then talk to new girls, one, it's a very dense place in terms of finding girls, and two, everyone there is very open-minded and they want to meet new people. So the fact that they want that, these things are to your advantage.
And in the case you're asking about, like when you're in class, one thing to keep in mind if you're worried about it, maybe you're about to go to finals this week and you want to know right now, just don't ever talk about anything to do with class. And don't bring up finals, don't bring up homework. Just talk about anything that can bring her out of the classroom and more into your fun world that's exciting. I don't know, whatever you do, skydiving or whatever it is that you may be doing outside.
Yeah.
I couldn't explain it any other way.
The podcast is really good.
Yeah.
Just listen to the podcast.
Yeah.
All right. This is a good one. From Ollie. How do you share eye contact when you talk to a bunch of people? I think by share eye contact, he means make good eye contact.
Like
with
evenly
everybody.
distribute?
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is kind of like a public speaking thing. When you're on stage, okay, when you do public speaking to your classroom, you don't just make eye contact with one person. You look evenly throughout the room. So that's the same thing when you're telling a story in a group. You're standing there and you're telling a story, and then you're looking at this person, and then you tell another part, you're looking at this person, and then you're looking at... So you share your eye contact, I guess. That's if you're addressing the whole group and you're trying to win over the whole group. At one point or another, you should make very strong eye contact with the person that you're going for, and you make a direct statement like, I just actually came up here to you guys because I thought this girl was really cute. Hi, I'm Kong. And then I would just kind of ignore everybody else. Unless they're just not having it and cock blocking, then maybe go back and try to win them over.
Then you share a lot more of your eye contact.
Yeah, but basically just distribute your eye contact evenly and learn how to do it in a natural way so that it looks like you're a good storyteller. That's the best way I can think of it.
Yeah,
just think of a guy that's telling a good story, how he would act when there's a group of, let's say, 7 or 8 in front of him.
He doesn't know that, though.
What?
He doesn't know, like, he obviously doesn't know that. That's why.
Well, no, I mean, you can watch any movie. Watch, what's that one with Tom Cruise? Magnolia?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, Magnolia. Like, watch how he looks around the room during that speech. Any movie where they're doing public speaking, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not really just that one.
Why?
Okay.
How would I go about picking up my college university professor? Is that too risky? Just for the sake of us not getting sued for any crazy shit, I would say stay away from that.
But unless she's, like, staring at you, pulling out tits, and just writing on your test, like, I want to fuck you, yeah, I wouldn't.
If she make sure that, like, she's making the first move. Don't try to go out and pick up your...
And if she's blatantly hitting on you, then go for it.
Or it's the end of the semester, and who cares?
That's true. at the end of the semester, as you're handing in your finals, just be like, hey, you want to go out for a drink? And then invite her out for some good times.
Write it on your final.
That'd be so lame.
Yeah, but honestly, you don't want to get in trouble. Don't do anything too risky.
See, the thing is, though, I would probably do that. But even though the advice that I'm giving is don't, because, we gotta be safe, I'll probably do it.
How many approaches does it take to get good, and is Kong a fan of Final Fantasy?
Answer the second question first.
Yeah.
The most important.
Let's go from important. So first one is Final Fantasy. I am actually not a fan. I know I dress up as one in the video, or not as one of the characters in the videos, but
It's Cloud.
yeah, as Cloud. Actually, no, I wasn't Cloud. I was trying to dress up as Cloud, but apparently some guy has the same sword with black hair, and
Riveting.
basically, no.
He
How many,
shattered his dreams.
yeah, no. How many approaches does it take to get good?
Yeah, it depends on the person, depends on
That's,
how
that's
fast
actually
you
not the
learn.
right question to ask
Yeah.
yourself. If you have a number in your mind of, I need to do this amount, and then I'll be good. If I'm not, then, well, what do I do then? It's more of a journey. There's not really an end to
Boom.
Yeah,
this journey.
that's like asking how many basketball shots do I need to make before I get good at basketball.
Well, obviously, it's like 3,000 to 4,000.
So basically, it's not. You really shouldn't focus on the number of approaches. You should just focus.
On your own personal improvement.
Yeah, they call it living in the now, where you're only. What?
You gotta scroll. It keeps like freezing up there. See?
This? Living in the now, where you're only focused on what's happening right now. You shouldn't have like a goal in mind, as in I should get to this number and I'm going to be a fucking god. But because also, yeah, you said it already, but it depends on different people too. So some people just learn faster. Some people learn slower. Some people put 150% in there and then go all out, and they learn faster. Some people like to take baby steps, and that takes way longer.
If
So
you're
there's so
taking
many different factors.
If you're taking baby steps, you're taking a lot longer than most people. Just letting you know, and you're being a vagina. Stop taking fucking baby steps.
Yeah, just pay attention to the analogy that Kong gave, because that kind of sums it up, how that question isn't really the accurate question to be asking right now.
Okay. All right. Well, what should we do here?
How about this one?
This?
Yeah.
Question to Kong: did you ever try to pick up girls in Vietnam? If yes, how was it? Was it different? Linocchio? Okay. Yeah, I actually have. I went to Vietnam last year in December, I think. I think it was December, and it was different because what?
Clear out the question.
Oh, it was different because girls there just want a green card. So when I go there, I'm like, "Yo, I'm from America. You want to come back with me?" And they just pull their pants down. But for the
Are you for real?
yeah, no. I mean, I don't actually say, do you want to come back with me? But I always throw.
But you do say, do you want a green card?
No, I always throw things in like, yeah, I'm from the U.S. And I don't know, maybe I could meet a girl out here. Who knows? Yeah, just throw one of those in there.
Are you just like stringing them along?
Well, I mean, if they're using me for a green card, then I'm going to use them.
For sex?
Yeah, exactly. So it's a fair trade.
Oh my god, so you just
But
have
you
like, a green card on a fishing pole and you're just like slowly reeling them in.
No, you know, the girl that all those girls were gross anyway, the ones that I did that to. The girl that I actually ended up hooking up with in Vietnam was actually really cool. She's traveled around the world a lot. And the thing that's different about, I don't know about all of Asia, because I haven't been anywhere else, or I haven't really picked up girls anywhere else other than Vietnam, is they're very the culture is very conservative there. So here you see girls dressed up in like skanky ass skirts and, you know, big boobs and stuff. There's some of that, but not so much. So that's already one thing. Another thing is making out at a club is, I didn't even see one person make out at anywhere I went. Like not even one person. So for a stranger to come up and try to do that, that's even crazier. So what I had actually ended up doing was going to like the more touristy clubs and bars, and they were a lot more open-minded in terms of what they could do socially. But we're actually going to Asia this January, taking a big vacation, so we'll let you know how it goes.
It's a good one.
Okay. So this one is not in.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, it is.
No, it's not. Guys, if you have a question, please use the question function because chat is not working properly.
Yeah.
And also, we don't look at chat nearly as much.
And also, Dale Doback has a good question, but I'm not going to answer it until he puts it into the question thing.
Good idea.
Calling him out.
Fucking Dale Doback.
Yeah. God damn it. Let's see. What would you choose? A girl that is a 10 super hot or a girl that isn't too hot but puts out?
That is the dilemma that we go through every single day.
I mean, it really depends on what you're looking for. At this point, I would rather choose the 10 that's super hot. Just because we go out all the time and the ones that put out are not too hard to find.
Yeah, I don't really care
There's a lot
about.
of factors. When's the last time I had sex?
Yeah.
How horny am I at the moment?
How enticing is she sounding at this
Yeah.
moment?
Can I pull maybe just a blowjob out of the 10?
Do you remember just like a mere 2 nights ago where I was in this exact same dilemma? Some girl texted me and she wanted me to come over, but I really didn't want to. And until she started sending pictures of herself and then saying I will be your slave. And I was like, okay, well,
At that point.
I'm kind of obligated to her now.
If you don't put out that much, you gotta go.
So, I mean, for the newbies though, I would suggest not going for like the super hot
Yeah,
girls
no,
over.
if you're a newbie, go for the girl that puts out so you can get some reference experience, because once you go for the 10, if you don't know what the fuck you're doing, then you're gonna fail. Like, there's no point in even trying if you don't know what you're doing.
And it's not like put out as in go for the sluts. I mean, go ahead and go for the sluts. But I see so many times guys have a girl that's really, really interested in them, like literally interested. But, you know, they're not that great. They're like a 6, maybe a 7. And then they talk to another girl that's, and they could pull that home, okay? But then they just get her number and they leave. This is on boot camp. I go, why'd you leave? And he goes, she wasn't that hot, so I'm going to go for another one that's hotter. And I'm just like, okay, first of all, when's the last time you got laid? You do not miss an opportunity like this. Get back in there. So don't use the fact that they're not the hottest girl you've ever talked to as an excuse to leave the conversation.
You're building up a reference experience for yourself.
Yeah.
And that's the most important thing, building up a shitload of reference experience.
And I think a lot of guys too, it's almost like they're afraid to succeed. You know, they have this mindset like, I'm not worthy of having sex with a girl, and they just screw themselves over. So they use the excuse of, she's not hot enough, I'm going to go for a hotter girl.
Let me take back what I said earlier about don't try unless you know what you're doing, because I guess trying is good. If you want to go for a 10, just see how it goes, see if you can make it work, then try it. I mean, it's good to get yourself out there and grow some balls.
Trying when you're not knowing what you're doing is the best.
Yeah.
Exactly. And you'll see that every stage of pickup is like you're starting over again. So it took you this many approaches to get good at approaching, okay? It's going to take you a lot of dates to get good at dates. It's going to take you a lot of second dates to try to get her home. It's going to take you a lot of times on your bed. I mean, less and less times as you go further along, but still, you're going to have to fail a few times once you have a girl on your bed to really understand what you're doing, especially if you're trying to take them home the first night.
Also, I think people are still asking questions in the chat. Please don't do that and ask them in the question section, because we're not going to read the ones in chat.
Yeah.
Cool.
Use ask questions above, says SP744.
No, that was a good one.
What? Where? This? Yeah, see, only because he wrote that in the chat. Should I still attempt cold approach day game by myself if I don't have much experience night game? Yeah,
They
of
only have
course.
100 characters, so that sometimes they type like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, it sucks.
Yeah. Anyway, so nighttime clover game, that game. Of course you should. Next question.
Yeah, I mean, day game and night game are
Shit.
two completely different things. You don't need experience in one to be good at the other.
In fact, people that are really good at either one usually have a hard time with the other one because it is a very, very different thing.
Yeah, and they don't really even realize how different it is.
Oh,
Yeah.
you should hit on or click on Jack Reyes. That's all you.
What? How would you hit on a girl that doesn't speak the same language?
Well, it's for phone?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
I mean,
He loves that.
if they completely don't speak the language, like let's say I just meet a girl that does not speak a word of English, there's really no way to hit on her except if you're at a club and then you just physically escalate.
So how do you
You know,
do with
so-
like Vietnam and how do you deal with?
Oh,
Well,
real-
that's, huh?
Real quick, on Monday, the Foreign Girls Project Go is coming out. So, like, there's more insight. This is like a rough version of it.
Oh yeah. So one thing I like to do if I'm in a club and the girl just does not speak English, which happens a lot of times, or a lot more than you think, is I like to just do like weird ass sign language to them. So I learned this from James actually. This was on one of the podcasts. I'll go like this, point at them, and then point at me, give them a heart, and then point at them, and then take their hands, start dancing, and then just start physically escalating.
Basically, use things other than language to communicate with
Yeah.
them. Because there's a plenty of things. Body
But-
language, the way you move your face.
And now let's get to girls that don't really speak it that much, but they do understand like basic terminology. Not terminology, but the basic the
Basics of
basics.
language.
Yeah. Oops. So when you're talking to a girl that English is like her second language, one thing that I like to do a lot, and again, the Project Go episode is coming out, so I won't go into too much detail. But one thing I like doing a lot is teasing them. And teasing them works so well because for some reason, they always laugh really hard at that. Like the stupidest little teases. So, I don't know, for example, I was like,
The jaywalking thing.
Yeah.
That's not really a tease.
what? Jaywalking.
Like, be adventurous and jaywalk.
Oh, yeah, no. Oh, yeah, that's another thing, too. So, the teasing thing, I'll give you an example. I met a Russian girl in Vegas one time, and then I sat down next to her, started talking. We had like a language barrier because she was not really that good at speaking English. And then once I started the first thing I said was, "Wow, you really suck." And she understood the words "you suck." So once she heard that, she was like, "Did you say I suck? Haha!" And she started cracking up. If I said that to a girl that just speaks English, I don't think they'd just be like, "Ha, that's funny, whatever, that's cute."
It's a normal.
Yeah, like that's a very normal thing to say. But for girls who don't speak English, when you say these words, it's funny to them because I don't think they understand that that's a normal thing to say.
So they think you're going to like a 10 in terms of disrespect.
Yeah, exactly. So, and when you say it with a smile, you know, they know you're joking around too.
And it's calling out the obvious. I mean, she knows she sucks at English, so just calling her out on it. I think if she's cool, then she'll find it funny.
Well, no, I wasn't referring to her English. I was just referring to something else. But yeah,
Oh.
but yeah, you could.
I thought you were talking about her,
No, she was.
her level of speaking.
No, she was just sitting there, and then I was like, "Wow, you're sitting here in Vegas and doing nothing. Wow, you suck."
Oh, okay, got it.
This one's pretty good, Jake.
Did you click on it?
If you escalate too fast during the first date, will the girl feel you want her just for sex? So what? Why does it matter? Girls want sex just as much as guys do.
Yeah.
I feel like guys who have that kind of question, they don't really understand that girls are horny as fuck, and they also want to get laid.
That's true. And another thing is, if let's say you want her to be your girlfriend, okay, you really like this girl, is having sex with her on the first date going to affect that? Not really, and it depends on how you carry it out. Most of the time, no. If you're going and you're just like a horn dog, like let's have sex, then yes, she's going to be like, this guy just wants to use me for sex. But if you go throughout the whole date, you're cool, you're fun, you're entertaining, it's like it's almost a normal thing to have sex. It just feels right a lot of times when you're connecting and then you come home and you know all of a sudden you're on your bed. You know, it's what else would you do? So basically the answer is no. It does not affect it, as long as you're not being a crazy horn dog about it.
John? You guys meet a lot of girls, so how do you guys manage and organize your time?
Well,
We
yeah,
don't.
what do we do for
We
for
try,
Santa?
we try.
And we work a lot during the week, and we have Saturday night off. So Saturday night, usually we can do whatever the fuck we want, and that's the time where we really hit on girls.
Yeah,
And that's how we manage and organize our time. Because if we didn't have a set schedule for this shit, it'd be mayhem.
Yeah, and also all the girls we see, we make it very clear that we don't want to be in a serious relationship. It's very, very clear. So anytime we call them, it's like, hey, you want to hang out? And they just come over, might watch like some YouTube videos, might have a beer, and then,
Your dick's in her mouth.
yeah. And then after that, okay, well, gotta get up early tomorrow for work.
So, shoo.
See you next time. Actually, in fact, some girls do that to me.
That's actually...
They're just like, shoo.
I learned my tricks from girls that did it to me. That's how I do it to girls in the future. I'm like, oh, that was pretty good, how she got me out of there.
My eyes are so bad.
You can't read?
I can't read it without my glasses.
No, you're pretty far away. I can't read it from back here. I can barely read it from back here.
Hold on.
With glasses on, I can actually read all the questions.
Okay, here. This is pretty good. Dale Doback. Yeah. I find it difficult not to catch feelings for a couple girls that I fuck with. Does fuck with mean fuck? How do you not?
Yeah, just fuck.
Okay. I'm gonna assume you had some sort of relations with these girls. If not, because you know what?
No, he's saying when he has sex with girls, like,
You know what?
He
No,
gets-
So you get
he
like
gets-
emotionally attached after you have sex with a girl.
yeah.
But he's saying fuck with, so what if he means he's just flirting with them, and then he gets emotionally attached?
I
think
doubt
it's the
it.
same answer.
I doubt it.
I think it's just fuck.
Yeah.
Sex.
Sex. Okay. All right. So in that situation, you're probably just not talking to enough girls.
Yeah.
You probably have
Because,
like 2, maybe 3 girls in your little rotation, and you think, you know, I'm very attached to them because I have sex with them. But once you start getting higher in the number of people that you're seeing, the importance of each individual person just goes down. And I know that sounds
Yeah.
fucked up
Yeah.
and misogynistic,
That's the
but
only way you can
that's
do it.
true.
It's
That's
it's not fucked up because when I first started, I you know, girls that I even almost had sex with, I had this emotional attachment to them, and
obligation almost.
yeah, and I just felt like, oh my god, I love this girl. What the fuck? Because I didn't have choices back then, and then now after meeting like a lot of girls and being in a lot of different relationships, I know which ones that I like, that I actually like, and which ones I don't like. So it's very biased when you're coming from a place where you just started out and now you're starting to get laid. Okay, now you're having emotional feelings for this girl because you don't have many options, and that's I think how a lot of people get trapped into relationships. You know, they feel like they don't have options and they just stick with it.
And here's what happens. Like basically, you settled. That's what happened. You settled for the 3-4 girls that you're having sex with, because you got to this point of success with girls, and you don't care to go any further. So you kind of get stuck on these girls, and then you just find reasons why you like them. When in reality, you may not actually like those qualities. You're convincing yourself that you like them. So once you meet more and more girls, and you find hotter and hotter girls, fucking like 10, 11, 12 girls at a time, that's when you realize, oh shit, like why was I even talking to these 3-4 girls in the first place?
Yeah, they're boring.
They're so dumb. I don't even like them.
Also, you might have a certain way that you get laid, which might entail you leading the girls on a lot. And when you lead a girl on a lot, you kind of put this value on her that she is important, even though you know you're leading her on. And then you feel bad breaking up with her.
You're like mind fucking yourself.
Yeah, you're mind fucking yourself by not being honest about your intentions with the girl.
Okay. Oh, we already answered this one.
How about this one?
Have girls ever been racist when you hit on them? Oh, plenty of
All
times.
the time.
So just last
How many
night,
times?
Harold and Kumar.
Yeah, I mean, not
But
like
it's how you handle it that matters the most. Like, even if they're racist, if you're cool with it and then you can give them a joke back, it's basically just a shit test.
yeah.
Like, if they're willing to talk to you and just say a racist joke, that's probably their humor.
I give them props.
I don't,
Yeah,
I don't
exactly.
think they're ever doing it to actually be really that mean. They're more doing it just to see, okay, does this guy have a sense of humor?
Yeah, they're doing it to fuck with you, basically.
Yeah, so-
99% of the time.
When the girl says Harold and Kumar, if they're like, that's not funny,
Yeah.
girl's not gonna like them.
They're gonna be
That's
like,
just really stupid. It's
okay,
just like,
peace.
yeah.
But if you say, hey, do you want to have a threesome with Harold and Kumar? They'll start to laugh.
Yeah. So, and it's not really racist as in I hate blank. It's more like racist-ish humor, you know, like stand-up comics do. That's what girls like to do. They like to bring race into it and then make a joke about it. It's not that they're racist. It's more like that's just their sense of humor.
The racial.
Yeah, like racial humor.
Yeah.
Yeah, so just take it as a shit test. It's not that they hate you.
Every now and then, you guys just still ask, like Michael Daly, put your questions in the question box, not the chat. Okay, that's a good one.
This right here,
No,
above.
yeah. How long should you take to ask a girl out after you begin texting her? This is, you're asking us to put a number on something that really doesn't matter, and I feel if you're focusing on the amount of time that it takes for you to text a girl after, or ask her out after you text her, you're not really focusing on the right issues here. Basically, if the interaction went well, when you text her does not matter.
Yeah, like
at all.
ask yourself how strong is the conversation or like connection
Yeah.
between you two.
Not how long should I wait to, to trick her properly to go out with me.
Yeah.
It's, did we connect? No? Well, even if it's no, even if it's no, you should still like throw out the fishing line and see if it works. But yeah, that's the wrong question to be asking. Even when I know they say there's no such thing as a wrong question, you know what I mean, right?
I mean, just honestly, if it's been a while, just try it. Like if it's been a week, I think a week is too long.
But I normally
That's just
text.
my own personal. Like just say, listen, I want to take you on a date. Let's go to X at this time, and see what she says.
If I get a girl's number, I'll usually text her the same day. Next day, rarely, but that's like the max I'll wait. I will never wait 2-3 days because girls are busy
No,
and
he's
they
not talking about
forget.
texting though. He's talking about
No,
after
he-
you start texting. When do you ask them out?
Oh, same thing. Ask them out. If I feel a connection is correct, then I'll ask them immediately.
Is this stream being recorded and can we see it in full later if we miss the first half hour?
Yeah.
Yes, you can. Just wanted to throw that
I'll take a picture
out
of
there, just in case anyone came late.
What do you do? Nice. Fucking see.
Oh, perfect. Is Jesse an asshole?
Yeah,
Yeah, he's kind of a dick.
it's a good question.
Wasted his question. um, how do you deal with people questioning your lead, then complaining if you're wrong? Questioning your lead, then complaining if you're wrong. What do you mean by that?
I feel like, alright, so he tries to help other people, and then those people complain when what he told them is wrong.
Are you talking about girls? You can type it in the chat, Kevin Drogo. We need you to elaborate.
Yeah.
So how do you deal with people questioning your lead, then complaining if you're wrong? What? Where?
Sorry. Sorry, Tim.
Kong, do you actually own and use butt plugs? I do own them. I don't use them. Oh no, we own anal beads from that.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are different.
I don't
Okay, well,
see Kevin.
yeah.
Kevin, you gotta elaborate, buddy.
Yeah. Just write the question again
Yeah.
to elaborate. Oh, here we go. Like you set up an event, then something happens where people complain it's not good enough or timing is bad, etc. Oh,
Okay,
dude,
got it.
yeah. At that point, basically whatever you do, not in pickup, not just in pickup, but just in life, whatever you do, you just gotta own it. You know, the first time I met Jason, I think he invited me and Jesse over for a party. I met him on the bus. Jason invited us over for a party, and he was like, yeah, there's gonna be a bunch of people here. We went there, and literally it was just Jason.
Yeah, it's just all three of us.
Yeah,
That's
so-
why you're sitting on the couch.
And then he was like, "Hey, what's up, guys? Yeah, no one came, so let's just have beer." Like, he's just chill with it, you know. But if you're just like, "Fuck, I'm sorry," like being apologetic for it, that's when people run over you.
Exactly.
If I ever throw something and go out of my way to make something happen and it fails for some reason and someone's complaining about it, I'll be like, "Bitch, fuck you. I'm not inviting you next time. Get out of here." You know, like you just gotta own up to whatever happens and handle it like a boss, and don't be apologetic for it, especially if you set it up.
The fact that you still remember that,
Yeah, no.
does that mean that, was it a good thing, or was that like...
Yeah, no, that was a good thing.
Was that like, shit, dude, that's
Yeah,
like
'cause-
a horrible party, man.
Yeah, because you didn't even make any excuse. Like, you didn't even bring it up. You just. Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
You're just like, yeah, let's have a beer, dude. So check it out. This girl in my class, blah, 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 and we just started talking about stuff.
Yeah, just shooting shit. Yeah, I'm gonna...
Here, you want to sit here? I'll sit in the back.
No, because, like, it's the voice thing.
Oh, I mean, it doesn't matter that much. I think you can just sit right here.
Will I fit there?
Yeah, just sit right here. I'll take back.
No, I want to sit next to you.
Yeah, wait, what the fuck?
What?
No, you'll
It's gonna be so tight.
That's what she said.
I feel like I'm at Brady Bunch right now. Right.
Alright.
Okay, what chick flicks? Okay, dumb.
Yeah, so that's...
How about this one right here?
This down.
You can use that mouse too.
This one?
Yeah.
How do you stay in contact with a girl who doesn't text?
Is she not texting and calling?
How do you stay in contact with a girl who doesn't text?
Yeah,
Well, you call her.
Call
you
her.
just call her.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought that question was actually a lot deeper.
Like maybe she's just too
Um,
cheap to pay for text messaging.
Is this the guy, Mr. L? Okay,
Yeah.
he's about to say something. He said like,
He said,
which means
like,
he's revving up for something. Come on, dude, you got it. Type faster, quick. You have 10 seconds.
I don't think people watching after can see the chat, huh?
They can.
no, they can't. Not these.
Yeah, because we're only
We're,
recording.
we're verbalizing it, so it
Yeah.
should be fine. We're gonna read the question
Mike
too.
or Mr. L, you have about 4 seconds. There it is.
Go on a date with her and she texts, but then can't. But on the date, she said she doesn't really text.
Oh, okay. So
Okay,
basically,
so
you're putting
fuck
a lot
her.
of pressure
So-
on this one girl, and you need to stop being a vagina.
Yeah.
That's what
Okay,
it-
no. Here's the thing. If she,
That's what it sounds like to
so
me.
she can text. She just decides not to. Try calling her. If she doesn't want to talk to you on the phone either, fuck her. She's just being stupid.
Or she just doesn't want to talk to you.
Yeah.
And some
then-
people
then you move on.
won't want to talk to you.
And the reason could be because you don't talk to enough girls. And if you don't talk to enough girls, you're gonna be clingy as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
So.
How about this one? Just read it first and then let me know.
This one?
Yeah.
How young are we talking?
Hmm?
How young are we talking?
I think that's a good question because I actually
Yeah.
do.
Any difference on the way you hit on young chicks?
Yes.
Yeah.
For girls that are young, let's just say
Like 18?
18 to 20.
18 to 20? Oh, 5-year-olds.
I will.
Oh, he said 18 to 22-year-old.
Yeah, 18 to 22.
18 to
yeah,
22.
yeah. So I'll be more honest with girls that are 18 to 22 because I know they're down to, at the very least, experiment with their lives. Whereas a girl who's older, she's probably looking to settle down. So
Not only that, they're more closed-minded too.
yeah, they're more
because they
closed-minded,
have-
and you can't really approach the interaction the same way because they're looking to settle down if they're above 26. But 18 to 22, they want to have fun, they want to experiment. So that's my favorite age range because I can be honest about who I am, and they're more willing to accept that.
And escalate a lot faster. That's a tip.
Dale Gilbeck actually had a really good way of doing it. He just says, "Hey, bitch, I got candy."
That's a
Yeah, and then right before that, he said, "How do you hit on an 8-year-old?" Alright.
That's fucked up, man.
Next question.
Why is it so dark all of a sudden? Or is that just me?
That's
You.
just me.
Oh.
Just the back. That's how it is.
Read it first. Terry.
Mm. Let me read.
Yeah, I think we did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't answer questions that we already answered in
is.
the last live stream.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, click on it again.
Jesse, how did you get into pickup? How hard was it in the beginning to get to where you are? Well, I actually there's a video that goes more in depth. Is it still on the site? The About Me video.
Yeah.
Pretty sure it is. There's an About Me section on the site. I go really in depth, but basically I suffered from really, really bad social anxiety from birth till about birth. I won't remember the beginning years, but until about 17 or 18, and I was also very overweight. And when I started to look into how to lose weight, it led me to other self-development things like putting yourself out there and not being a complete pussy when it came to girls. And after I saw those things, I worked on it every single day. And I used to be very, very socially anxious, to the point where my hands would shake just talking to a complete stranger. And today I don't have any of those symptoms, and I really believe that if you practice this stuff that we're talking about, you could potentially fix your social anxiety. I know I did, so I believe what happened to me, and I really think it happened to other people too. There's my little Martin Luther King speech
Nice.
today.
Is there something wrong with your approach when girls think you're doing it on a dare?
No, they think that a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And the mindset that comes, the mindset about that, from that is, this never happens to them, okay? Like, never. So you're setting yourself apart from a lot of guys. So in their mind, they're thinking, wow, this is like too good to be true. Is this a dare? That's what they're thinking. So when they say that, don't think that you're doing something wrong.
they're not always thinking it's too good to be true, by the way. They're thinking sometimes, wow, this is creepy as fuck.
Yeah, is he fucking with me right now?
Well, yeah, no,
What's
the
going
other,
on?
the other part too is if you come off like really needy and almost apologetic, and it's not genuine, she might see it as nervous too. Like, okay, he's nervous. It must be a dare. So that's the other part of it. But it's not always because your approach is bad.
But basically, in the big scheme of things, it doesn't matter.
No, because you can always save that.
I think if you're getting it like every single approach, then maybe there's something going on.
Like,
there.
are you looking
But-
over your shoulder after every word?
Basically,
Yeah.
if she says it, just tell the truth. Just tell her confidently, no, this isn't a dare. This is just me flirting with you, and that's it.
Yeah,
And then what can she say?
Also, Ryan, this stream should be pretty easy to fap to, so you might have some issues.
what?
Nothing. I'm just looking at comments.
Let's see. Is the bottom the oldest? Or
The top's the oldest.
Okay. This is small town. Yeah.
Hold on.
Wow. Any
Yeah,
detail.
sure.
Any detail,
Sure.
guys.
Suck a dick. I live in a small town where I can't hit on girls without getting a name for myself. Any advice?
I mean, we talked about this a lot of times.
Yeah.
Maybe let's just briefly go over it.
Yeah.
The number one piece of advice would be to move. Like, just if you really think that's what's holding you back in your entire life, then move.
What the? How did I know this? All right. Did Jason get a bed frame for his mattress? I don't know how the fuck you know this. I don't remember if I showed you. But no, I haven't.
No, because that one video, the behind the scenes.
Yeah. I figured that was it.
We moved to a better place now.
Yeah.
my water doesn't turn brown anymore, you guys.
Nice.
But no, Jason still does not have a bed frame.
Nope.
Still sleeps on the floor.
How can you get over a girl you really like?
You have to talk to a lot more girls.
You have to have sex with a lot more girls.
Yeah.
You can't just talk to them.
And it's it's sad. I mean, you're probably thinking, oh, you know, like, I don't want to do that.
A lot
My
easier
heart's
said than
broken
done.
right now. But that's the only way you're going to be able to get over it. Once you start talking to more girls, and once you start moving on, that's when you'll realize, oh shit, this is all it actually took.
Mm-hmm.
Trust me, I was in a past relationship. It took a long fucking time to get over it because I was in my room, in a ball on my bed at sometimes, just like fucking just rocking, and I was like, shit, what am I doing with my life?
Do you want to go over the arc of what happens? So at first you break up, and then you have like the mourning period,
Yeah.
and then you go out and try to have sex with other girls,
Yeah.
and then the initial ones turn out to make you feel worse.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because then you don't know what the fuck you're doing.
Yeah, you know what you're doing, and you choose some scagly is that a word? I made it a word. You choose some scagly
Ratchet
girls,
ass bitches.
some ratchet ass bitches, and that makes you feel even worse. But you know what? You got to power through that feeling, man. You got to keep going until you get to the more attractive girls, the ones that you connect with a little bit better, and then you're gonna realize
This is what
didn't
I
really matter.
found.
Didn't really matter.
Yeah. I was holding myself back for like 5 years because of this.
Yeah.
Like no, don't.
The breaking point of when you realize that will happen either in the beginning, which is kind of rare, or in the middle of your little sex rampage.
And guys, still writing questions.
Yeah,
on the
stop
chat,
writing questions in the
side.
text chat. You can
Just
make
move it over.
comments, that's fine.
Yeah.
But if you write questions, we're gonna read them and think to ourselves, that was a good question. I wish he asked it there. Oh well.
Yeah.
Let's go to the next one.
If there's any bad ones, just press the
Mhm.
remove button. You have to unclick the first one.
Oh.
How about how do you break through? Dave C asks, how do you break through the bitch shield? This is probably my favorite thing to do on this entire planet. Do you guys enjoy breaking through bitch shields?
Yeah, of course. That's
There's a few ways to do
look
it.
for.
Because I know when that happens, the chances of anything happening to this girl have just infinitely exploded.
Yeah, it's like a 180. If you can get through her bitch shield, she will love you right afterwards.
Yeah.
But let's talk about how. How do you get through?
So,
One thing to do is stand your ground. You know, don't backpedal and apologize for things if she's being a bitch. And don't be like, okay, sorry. And that is basically the bitch shield thing is when girls are being a bitch, they're shit testing you. They're giving you a test to see, can this guy handle me?
they usually do it if you seem overly confident upon the initial approach, and they're going to want to test that confidence.
Yeah.
So it's a good thing. It means that you are displaying yourself as a confident person, and now they have to test that.
So yeah, just try to strengthen your shit test destroying skills. How else would you word that?
How do you, okay, the way I get rid of shit tests, I guess, is I out-troll the girl, which is really easy for me to do, because I'm not really afraid to lose her after what I say. So she'll make a joke that she thinks is offensive, and then I'll like 40 up her. And then after that, she'll be like, oh, okay, well, this guy is more fucked up than me. Thumbs up.
Well, also one other thing to do is, this is getting more specific, but if she ever makes fun of you or something and is a bitch to you, just agree with it and one-up her by over-exaggerating it. So if she says, damn, you're really ugly, Kong, which I've gotten before, I would be like, yeah, I'm the ugliest guy in the world, and we're gonna make out right now. And then that is, obviously she's not gonna make out right then and there. She might, but by you doing that, it's like, yeah, I don't give a shit what you say. I'm still gonna go for it.
That should be the mentality you always have. I don't give a shit what you're going to say. Just know at the end of this, I'm going to go for it.
Mm-hmm. Next.
Don't verbalize that, but if you think that, she'll feel it.
Vincent Perez says, what do you do when the girls are more interested in your wingman than you?
Then they're more interested in the
then
wingman.
You guys switch.
Yeah. It's time to
I know,
switch.
so many guys are so unwilling to give up the girl if she's the hot one. Let's say if there's one hot girl and then there's a fatty, and you're talking to the hot girl first, and your buddy comes in and she's more attracted to your friend. Just switch.
We have one on camera actually, where, oh shoot, we don't have Jesse's audio. But the video where the first uncut we showed on
Oh,
YouTube,
that's right. Remember you talked to the tall one, and then like I came in and then we switched.
yeah.
You said
Basically,
that-
what happened was they were talking to
Totally.
they were talking to two girls, and then I was filming, and Jesse was talking to the hot one because he approached her, and he saw that she kept looking over at Jason.
Oh yeah. I
So
do
then,
remember this.
yeah, so then just watch the video on YouTube. Just look for uncut, and it's one of those. And he goes, here, meet my friend Jason. Jason, make out with her, make out with her, make out with her. And then he goes to the other girl, and then in like 5 seconds, Jason's making out with her.
Yeah. So
Because I noticed, like I'm a good wingman. Wingman. I noticed. I noticed that she was looking at you, and in terms of profit of the night, this probably.
Because
That would've been
here's the thing, like there's gonna be times where I go in, I'll talk to the hot girl, and then she'll be looking at Jesse, and I'll give it up as well. It's not like I'm gonna be greedy and keep all the hot girls to myself. If she's looking at my friend Kong or Jesse or anyone else, there's no point in me trying to just kill it, because I'm obviously not gonna succeed. So might as well let whoever she's attracted to try to succeed.
Yeah. Also, it promotes goodwill amongst friends.
Yeah. That's deep, man.
Thanks.
Yeah.
It's someone that likes to talk.
Hey, it's doing a live stream right now.
Oh, really? Okay. I think you guys were playing Star Trek.
Okay, yeah, that's a good move. How risky / offensive do you guys get during the daytime compared to night? It depends on the girl. If I think the girl and I are connecting pretty well, I will get as risky / offensive as I do at night. But that rarely happens because girls, when they don't have that party environment and alcohol in them, they're not willing to reveal that part of themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not as they're already in a certain mindset during the day. Like, okay, I'm gonna go to the supermarket, get groceries, that's it. Whereas when they go out at night, it's like the mindset is I'm gonna go out, have fun, let loose.
Yeah, so, I mean, it's possible you can get risky and offensive during the day. If you want to play it safe, I would do it that way. If you want to actually, try new things,
Which you should.
yeah, I was about to say, yeah, you
Yeah.
should. Because it does work. We've done it, and we've gone just as risky as we do at night, and it's worked.
You kind of have to gauge it. It just depends on the girl.
Also, compare this question to the average person. Because I think our average interaction during the day is still very, very risky.
Yeah.
Yeah, so our average interactions during the day are still very, very risky. So I guess just watch the Project Go Uncuts, and I guess I can be your gauge.
I have you know what? I have one coming out on calibration that explains exactly that. See, there's so many things that are coming out. But it basically talks about how you can tell what girl is down for what kind of topic. And in that video, there's this one girl who I talked to that we start talking about porn, and I'm like, let's take a video, you and me, like Asian, she was black, Asian guy, black girl porn. And she's just laughing her ass off. And then I give you another example of another girl who's really, really kind of insecure about herself, and I can't go anywhere with that in terms of being, offensive or vulgar.
Yeah, so it really depends upon the girl.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do 3 more questions.
Three more?
Franklin.
Why 3?
Well, we started a little bit late.
Oh, no, I don't know where you got the number. Wow, my eyes fucking hurt without the glasses now.
Just 3-ish.
All right. How long did it take before you guys actually got good at pickup? I feel like "actually" is the key word here.
I think for me,
Define good.
yeah, I'm just gonna say when I was like somewhat satisfied with my sexual life, I guess. It took about 3 years, 3.5 years.
Yeah, and same. I'd say like 2-3 years.
Yeah, I mean, in those 3 years, there were like sporadically some girls that wanted to, that I had a little thing with, but I still wasn't confident in I guess my skills to get a girl.
But also our direction initially was very, very vague. We didn't really know what to do. If we had people like us telling us what to do, it would have taken a lot.
Yeah,
less
I mean,
time.
we read a lot of like articles and stuff.
Which
there was
fucked us
never-
up even more, actually.
Yeah, it did fuck us up more. And there was never any videos of like, okay, this is what you do, and breaking it down, and then like seeing someone else do it. Everything was just theory. So you would just have to read a book and be like, yeah, I guess that makes sense. I'm just gonna trust it and hope it works.
Yeah, so for me it took like a year,
Yes, like 6 months.
6 months.
Yeah.
No, not
So-
until you were like good, until you were satisfied.
Until I was satisfied, like fully satisfied with my sex life, like multiple girls a week. I'd say it took about a year.
So Jason started at Ground Zero, and Kong and I, had to pretty much teach him the whole pickup thing. And because he had two people with a huge amount of reference experience and people who made the mistakes, he excelled so much faster than us because we would not let him slack off. We basically gave you like a 6-month boot camp. And then at the end of the 6 months, he was a monster. So the amount of time it takes you to get good really depends on there's this concept called speed of implementation, where how fast you implement new things that you learn will dictate how fast you get good. So if you hear about a concept or idea that we say, and then it takes you a month or 2 months or however long to actually implement it, it's going to take you longer to get good. But if you implement it that same day or the next day, then your success will arrive a lot faster.
Yeah.
Which
So
is what happened
basically-
with Jason.
So, with you guys already being subscribed, watching the videos, try to implement it, try to go out and actually do what we say. Don't just watch the videos and expect you to automatically be good.
Yeah.
Like I went out with these two. I went out with them fucking like every day, just for fun, because like I enjoyed it. It wasn't like a job. It wasn't me forcing myself to go. I actually was kind of forcing myself to go, but like I enjoyed it. Once I'm out there, you do it for the fun of it, not for the negative feelings you have beforehand.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta push through those negative feelings.
Alright,
Hey, let's try a live
let's do a live one.
live video.
Well, actually, see that number next to it? So,
Oh,
Yeah, so-
okay. Yeah. No one wants to talk to us live.
go down a little bit. Someone is asking about online stuff.
What?
Do you feel capable?
No, not right
No?
now.
Okay.
That'll be like another. There'll be like another thing.
Oh, here. Okay. How about Ali's? The one.
How do you fix when your mind goes blank? So we actually just had a podcast on
Yeah.
this as well.
So we can give like a really short answer for this.
Yeah.
How do you fix the fact that your mind goes blank? Well, that happens probably on the majority of approaches that I do, at least. There's at least one point where I think to myself, I have no clue what to say. And the way that I deal with it is by being completely honest. I just say, I completely ran out of things to say. I knew I wanted to tell you you were cute, but I didn't think about more words after that, and that's things that I'm saying. And then she'll laugh, and then I'll continue the conversation.
One way to
So acknowledge the fact that that happened, and it's usually going to be funny.
One way to practice it how I got good at just talking about nonsense is that I literally just talked about anything. So I would not let my mind go blank. And this is setting yourself up for failure because you're just like boring the girl. But in the long run, it's helping you out a lot. So what I would do is whenever I ran out of things to say, I would look at whatever's nearby and then make a comment on that. And like it could be the stupidest. I'll try to make it funny, but a lot of times it just came out really, really stupid. So I'm
Exactly.
I'm at a
I've
bar.
seen it. I've edited it before.
I still do it actually to this day because I just find it hilarious now. But if I run out of things to say, I'll look around, and I remember this one time at a bar, I just ran out of things to say, and I looked up at the lights, and I told the girl, "How crazy are these lights? How crazy are they? Like, it's just ridiculous. Look at them. Look
Must
at
have
them."
definitely gotten laid after that one.
Yeah.
So
I do something similar. I'll look at the girl, and if she has like a tattoo, I'll ask about it. I'll be like, oh yeah, tell me the backstory of that. And as she's telling me the stupid fucking story I don't care about, that's when I think about some other stuff. I'm like, alright, so what else could we be talking about right now?
that's a good thing too. I always give them like filler questions that I don't care about,
Yeah.
and then as they're answering,
Yeah.
the thing is, don't let them answer. If you really don't care about it, don't let them answer the whole way. Just cut them off.
Yeah,
they don't.
like,
They
yeah.
don't care. It's okay to cut people off.
Yeah, so look for, like, you know, if there's lights, you can, like Kong said, point out some lights. Tattoos, if she has any jewelry on, just ask her where she got it. Oh, did you get that from your grandma? Oh, what's the story behind that? She'll tell you like a 2-minute story, and that'll give you a lot of time just to think about what you want to talk about next.
Yeah. And now I actually do it. I do something similar, but I make fun of things instead. So I'm always in this like let's be a troll mindset, and I like to make fun of people. So the last thing. The last time I went out and I just, like, my mind went blank, I looked around, I saw a lot of black people, so I was like, is it just me or is there a lot of black people here? I'm not racist, but I just feel like there's too many black people for a club. You
The
know?
ratio, yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, that was just like a funny little thing. I actually got a little bit more offensive than that because she started making fun of like
And then I showed up, and then they
another,
thought I
another ethnicity, and then we just started making fun of other people.
Alright, last question. And I'm only doing it because Dan said answer my question about STDs, so, or Dale said.
Dude, we answered like 3 questions from this guy already.
Really?
Yeah, this guy's getting his money's worth.
Yeah, seriously. Have you ever realized a girl had a visible STD? What did you do? Eat that pussy anyways.
Have you ever, okay, honest question, I have seen visible STDs before on cute girls, and this happened in,
On their vagina?
no, on their face.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh!
In Venice.
Alright, so what did you do? Let's hear the story.
Oh,
Yeah,
well,
right?
Well, yeah, we had I talked to her for a good 30 seconds before I politely excused myself. I don't want to get an STD, so why would I talk to someone that has one that's poking out of their
Yeah,
face?
don't go down on a girl if she has an STD. That's gross. If it smells bad though,
Then
you know,
definitely
I've been known to take a dive myself.
And I know one time,
deep sea diving.
I remember I was about to have sex with a girl in a bathroom. I was at my old apartment, and I had her on the sink, and I looked down, and there's just fucking.
Ew! What color was it?
It was white, and I was like, "What the fuck is that?"
Hold on, repeat that. It lagged.
Oh, it lagged.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Just start the story over.
So basically, there's a girl who I was about to have sex with in my bathroom at my old apartment, and I had her up on the sink, and when I looked down after I pulled her pants down, there's just white pus there.
See,
So-
what happens when you have sex with a lot of girls is it's just nature, and some girls are going to be fucked up.
Yeah, you gotta look out for that shit, because I mean, it's there.
Did you ask her?
Yeah, I asked her, like, so what is that? And she's like, no, it's fine, it's just medication. I don't know if it was medication or not, but I kicked her the fuck out of my house, and I did not have sex. So if you're wondering if we have sex with girls that have potential STDs, the answer is no.
Yeah, you gotta be careful, man. I
Yeah,
don't
no
want
way.
to do it with a condom.
Exactly. No, I had a condom. I'm not gonna fucking do it regardless, because it's gross. Like, I don't know what the fuck that is. What is that? Like, AIDS pus. I don't know if there's AIDS pus. I don't even know if that exists. AIDS pus.
Jason 1, STD 0.
That's funny.
That's funny. Okay, are we done?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So, yeah, that was fun. you
Alright, guys.
Next time we'll email out and get more than like 20 people in the room.
Oh, actually,
but now like more people got their questions answered. The hardcore people who
Yeah, because-
who actually noticed.
Yeah,
the
yeah,
time of the
exactly,
little
yeah.
thing.
Oh, well, here's one last huge tip that I want you guys to take in. So right before...
This is